Okay, so I was just watching this video during my dailies. I'll give it a like, whatever. I think I misclicked the dislike. Support small streamers and all that stuff, content creators. But yeah, so he was making this video of should you sell or should you salvage rare unidentified gear. Now, in my opinion, and this is like for new players, in my opinion, new players should sell it. Not because they will make more gold selling it, but because they need gold as immediately as possible, and salvaging for them right now just not very efficient. They are not using salvage-o-matics. They might be using the mystic. I don't remember. I should have one somewhere probably. Yeah, they might be using the mystic salvage kit, which again kind of hard to get early on because you need achievements to get to mystic forge stones. And I would not. I mean, that is pretty much the only thing you can use Black Lion salvage kits. However, I would honestly save them for exotics. I would not use them on rare gear. But anyways, he tested I think on like 21 or something like that, 21 rare. So I'm gonna do it on 76. I always keep one at my shared inventory so that they all go there. Now let's see how much it costs me to sell them, right? So if I sell them at, well, it's basically the same price it looks like, but like, so 76 is 31.92. Okay, let's just do a calculator, just save the number. 31.93 even. Okay, 31.93. Okay, so that's the price of if I sell these. Now, what would happen if I salvage all of them? I'm using the Runecrafter Salvage-o-matic, which is very similar to the Mystic Salvage Kit in kinda. I mean, technically Silverfed is better, is more suited, but you know, that would be what you would have, right? You would have Mystic Salvage-o-matic. You know what? Let's use the Mystic Salvage-o-matic. Okay, let's use that. Fuck it, whatever. Alright, so let's salvage all of them. I don't really care what equipment I got here. Alright, then we salvage all of the rares. Okay, and then maybe we got some exotics. Doesn't look like it, because I didn't spot any. Right, so let's see how much money I got from this. Okay, so we start with 31.93, right? So 31.93 was our starting point. You know what? Let's just do subtractions. Let's just do a subtraction. It'll be easier, right? So there's the, we'll keep it on the screen over there in the corner. So 31.93. This is minus 0.9135. Okay, equals, all right, next I got this one, minus 0.2774. Equals, so this is gonna be very interesting, right? All right, here we go. Minus 38.912. Okay, so we already made a profit of 8 gold. This is not the Black Lion chest, by the way. This is just the Mystic Salvage Kit, which is extremely easy for new players to get. But I would only use them, honestly, for rare and exotic. And I would only use them on exotic if I don't have a Black Lion chest key. Alright, next one, we have this one. Right, so this is another minus 0.225. Okay, so we got minus already 8.4 gold. Okay, then we have this one. Okay, minus 18, 0.1881. Okay, 8.5 gold. Obviously, like, these are not gonna be like great things that you really care about, but you know, I'll talk about why these are important as well. Okay, we're at 8.7. This is obviously not going to be anything. Minus 0.235. Oh, not 235. 0.235. 0.235. Ooh, that was close. Then we have this one as well. Okay. Minus 0.0121. I mean, I might have made a mistake with one of them, like calling it like a 0.1 instead of 0.01. Honestly, like that's not the big deal here. Just the ecto was already sealed the deal. 0.0748. Okay, we're at 8.8, and then we also have.
All prices are non-negotiable.
I just did this one, and then we have this one at minus 0.0181. Sure. Okay, so overall, 8 gold. Okay. Looks like I didn't make any luck out of it. This is what it is. But like, yeah, so there you go. Already 8.9, 8.8 gold that I made, right? By the difference. And again, this is not a big sample size. You probably are not gonna make this much. However, here's the thing. If just the ecto gives you back the money for the rare unidentified gear, you're already ahead. Why? Because you're gonna need all of these materials, and it's better to get them this way, especially lucent, like fucking, you need it for your runes, like to craft your runes, to craft essentials. You need these, especially legendaries. You need these. These are fucking expensive, and it's not even these that are expensive. What's expensive is what they turn into. Like these ones, okay, sure. Lucent. Pile of lucent. This one is what's expensive, right? 10 of these gives you one of these. And you need like a ton of these. You need like 100 or 200 per legendary rune. That's what's going to be expensive. Okay, like you need a lot of those ones. Okay, that's what's going to be expensive. I didn't get a charm of skill, which is like, how much is a charm of skill, for example? I think it's like 70 silver now at this point or something. Charm of skill. 50 silver, right? I got charm of brilliance, right? I get how many charms do I have? I have 197 charms. I have 217 charm potence. I have 48, well 49 now because I have one more on me. Charm brilliance. How do I get these? Do you think I'm buying them? Well, some of them I did buy. I bought a few charm of skill because I'm just gonna craft a bunch of legendary runes soon. But all of these I've been getting because I'm salvaging stuff. So it's like this notion that it's not profitable to salvage. And again, I just used this one, which is not even, it's decent. It's not great, right? Usually I just use rune crafters, you know, because you get more runes out of it. Yeah, you have less chance to get like maybe Act or whatever, but like you get more runes. Okay. So the notion that it's not profitable, it's like it's beyond the gold profit. It's also how much gold are you going to save because of all of the other stuff you're getting. Right. I'm not sure why I wasn't getting any luck. Maybe luck only comes from the green one. I'm not sure. But either way, like that video kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because it's only considering realistically globs versus rune, and that's really not the purpose. Also, he mentioned something about like, well, the price of ectos are now inflated, so later on it won't be as, you know, as profitable. The problem is, because ecto is inflated, this pieces of rare unidentified gear is also inflated. Right? It's like 1.5 to 2 times more expensive now. Because otherwise, like that's how people get their ectos. Like this, if this remained the same price, people would not buy ectos. They would buy this and salvage it for ectos, right? So it's like the price of this would have to go up because the demand of it would also increase because people were buying them to create more ectos. Okay. Also, the other things that come out of this, right, which are not too important, but like you have a chance to get a precursor, which like again super low chance, 0.1 or some shit like that percent chance, 0.01 maybe, to get a precursor for a tier 1 legendary. Those ones, you know, they used to sell for a lot more before the legendary starter kit. But let's see, Dawn, right? Dawn, still, it's 70 gold. right? 70 gold. That's a 250 stack, right? I don't remember the other names, but let's say Dusk,
Prices are
right? Dusk, dude, dude, you get a Dusk, man. You made 500 of, you got 500 worth for the rare identified. So it's like, is it worth salvaging? Yes. However, if you're a brand new player, no, just sell it for gold. Like realistically speaking, you need instant gold a lot more than you need the materials at this point in the game, especially when like, if let's say, and by the way, I always collect like 250. Usually, like I don't touch them. I just did it for the showcase, and again, 76 is not a great sample size overall. But it's like if you collect them, like I don't think you're gonna have enough Mystic Salvage kits. Realistically speaking, if you start doing the metas and stuff like that, you're gonna get you're gonna get these pretty fast, and always keep them to like a good amount. Honestly, it just feels better, okay, than just like, and also like it will save you a lot more time if you do like open them all together. But you will run out of like Mystic Salvage kits pretty fast if you do that, right? In my opinion, you know, sell the blue, sell the what's it called, sell the rare, and salvage the green. Like if you're like very early and you're still doing the story and stuff like that, just don't mind it right now. This is not gonna be the end of the world. It's not like you're not gonna have that many to care about it right now. But yeah, that's all I had to say, because honestly, like, it rubbed me the wrong way, that video. And like calling Belair stupid, which kinda he did, for saying, or like, you know, they're like misguiding new players by telling them to like salvage the rare. It's not necessarily a mistake. I just think it's not a priority for new players. Technically, if you were to salvage, it would take you longer. It would be a bit annoying because you don't have inventory space yet. You did not buy bags because it's like fucking 400 diamonds and shit. Like it's just not going to be convenient for you at that point to salvage these. That's why I don't recommend it. And you need gold more than you need materials at this point. That's all it is. I don't know, just rubbed me the wrong way, so I thought I'd make it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one, episode 5. And we're in episode 5, End of Dragons? Yeah, I think it's episode 5. Will be coming out sometime this week. I need to record a bunch of the episode of the metas and stuff like that. It's gonna be a big video. Anyways, peace.